2018, how much money did you lose overall?
So by then I lost about 70 lakhs.
And you were still trying.
I was still trying.
And what was your mental state at that time?
It was very bad, but
Do you know the full form of the company?
no, actually no.
No, you don't know what is
No.
DLF?
No.
So basically, what is your trading style all about?
Okay.
What do you do?
One thing is different in my trading compared to most other traders. That is the money management.
So in loss, are you adding more or
No,
it's just in the profit?
Profit, yes.
So people do opposite.
Yeah.
When they lose, they add more.
Exactly.
When they are winning, they don't add.
Exactly. That's the biggest mistake.
Can you share your setup?
Yes.
So, hello everyone, welcome back to your channel. Well, this will be my first podcast in English because we have someone very special who is from Kerala who doesn't understand Hindi also. So, if you want to really learn something, you'll have to watch this podcast till the end. So, we have Shiju Mohan Anthony from Kerala who is a full-time trader and he does only option buying. So, how did you start in the market? What is the story all about?
So I started in a company in 2006 as a associate, but I was working for a US mortgage company.
Okay.
By 2010-11, I felt that okay, I should do something else, or 2009-10. So those times also the secondary option, if you think, it was coming as a stock market. So I started investing in stock market. It was the absolute bottom after the 2008 financial crisis. And since I was working in US mortgage industry, I thought, okay, some stock related to real estate will be good. So I just randomly picked up DLF. I didn't know anything about the company. I didn't know.
Do you know the full form of the company?
No, actually no.
No, you don't know what is
No,
DLF?
No. Okay. I knew they are dealing with the real estate. So I just picked it up. Okay. And to my luck, it was absolute bottom. And next 6 to 7 months, I think from 125, it went to like 400 plus. And I cashed it in. And it was absolute luck. But when I did that, my broker told me, I was trading with the Carvi. The broker told me, you do option trading, that way you can make much more money.
Okay.
So I used that money to trade in options, but I don't think I made money in any of the trades in next 2-3 months.
So how much money did you invest earlier?
It was just something slightly higher than 10,000 and it became 50,000. Okay. So with that 50,000, I started trading in options and I was doing buying a little bit DLF options, Nifty options, but nothing was succeeding. So within 2 to 3 months, the entire money vanished. Okay. It became near zero. Okay. So then I realized it's a different ball game. So I went back, I contacted some people in Money Control Message, but that was the only social media platform available that time. Okay. And we collaboratively learned something about options and trading and the technical analysis. Then I went back, I arranged some more money, went and traded. Okay. That also lost. So this process kept on repeating. But each time I was losing, I was learning something more. Okay. And within like next 1 to 2 years, I started making and losing money. And later in 2014 and all, I thought, okay, selling options will be a little better because you get the time decay. So I started selling. Then I thought, those days only monthly options were there. Then I thought, okay, if you sell calls and put by the month end, if it comes to like, if the market is ranging between the range, it will be zero. Both the sides will be zero. So I didn't read anything specifically on the option strategies. So I didn't know about Iron Condor or any butterfly or any strategy. So I started selling calls and puts a little bit. Then some directional selling, some buying. So in a way, I was making some money, but some other places I was losing. So net to net, I was still not winning. By 2016, NSE started Bank Nifty weekly options. Yes. Then I stopped the Nifty trading and moved to Bank Nifty. So I think until 2020, it was only Bank Nifty weekly options and no Nifty. So I kept on trading only in Bank Nifty. And you were doing buying or selling there? I was doing both. Even then I was doing both. Okay. But most of the action was happening in buying. Like losing and winning, both was happening mostly in buying. So those days, even though I used to make some money in the buying, selling, that money also I was losing in the buying. But later in 2018, something happened. 2018. So till 2018, did you make money out of the market or not? 1 year I was net profitable. I think 2014 I was net profitable. 14 you were profitable. 2015 I was profitable, net profitable. But from 2010 to 2018, how much money did you lose overall? So by then I lost about 70 lakhs.
And you were still trying.
I was still trying.
You were working. You were in
I was
job?
working, all the savings, all the salary, everything was going into the stock market.
So you lost 70 lakhs.
Yes.
Till 2018.
Yes. So 2018, the pre-election rally, everybody was talking about the pre-election rally. So same thing happened in 2014 when I was trading. The market kept on grinding up and I kept on shorting and I was losing the money. So in 2018, I realized something different, something is different in pre-election. So towards the year end, I was trading with a small capital, reasonable capital. So that time what I did was I went to 2014, 2009, 2004, all these years pre-election.
So you did your research.
I did my research on election year and pre-election year and how the market was moving 1 month prior to the election, 2 months prior to the election, 3 months, 4 months. Then I saw continuously every time we are getting the bull run, then correction, then bull run. It was like a different pattern altogether. And the volatility was very high. The premium movement was high. So then I started trading in that way. I was aggressively trading. That amount, I think, by the time the election concluded, within that 5 months, the capital that I had, it went to like 20 times of that capital.
You made 20x.
20x. I recovered all the losses, extra money. But the funny thing is, after that election concluded, I kept on trading with the same way. Because 6 to 7 months I was trading that way and I was making money. And I could not stop it or I could not change my strategy or style. I kept on trading that way. Market volatility died and the premium movement stopped. So I kept on trading the same way and about 70% of that money was lost within next 3-4 months. So that was very sad. I was like, it was a different feeling altogether. You tried like 6 to 7 years, you were not able to make anything. And in 6 to 7 months, you made a lot of money and losing all of that in like 3-4 months. It was very saddening thing. But from there also I was trading and winning, losing. Then I could not repeat that gain that I had earlier.
So you lost like 70% of your
70%
gains.
of the gains, yes.
And what was your mental state at that time?
It was very bad, but that time also I was working, I was making good salary. Plus, I realized there is a way to make money. I can make money. My confidence increased. So, I need to keep the money, keep what I'm making. So, next time when I make money, I need to find a way to keep the money. So, that's what in my mind. Then COVID came in. Before that, Nirmala Sitharaman candle and that fall came in. Then COVID. Then COVID fall also, I was trading with small capital. I was like winning net to net, but I was not making big money. And after the COVID dip, market started rallying once again. So that time also I was not able to make big money. But somewhere about June, July, the market settled somewhere and the majority of the COVID fall recovered. From there, market was giving a sustainable bull run. And I was able to cash in that. So from there, I never had to look back. Within next 1 to 1.5 years, I made enormous amount of money from the market. And
from option buying?
From option buying. I quit my job. I constructed my home. I bought the cars that I wanted. And I completely stopped rest everything and focused only on trading. All these money came only through trading within that 1.5 years. Then after that, I was not able to replicate what happened in that 1.5 years because that was a special period.
Okay.
Like after COVID fall, the market was surging like anything and the options were moving crazily up and down. But after that also, I was maintaining good success rate with good profit, except in 2023-24 when Jane Street started operation, the market was behaving in a different way. So that year net, I ended in slightly red. But next year means the 2024-25, last financial year, I was able to understand how they're doing and what they're doing. I was able to read them and I ended in a very good profit.
Okay.
In fact, in last 1 year, most of the expiries in my Telegram channel, it's a free Telegram channel. By midday, I was mentioning where exactly the market is going to expire that particular day, if it is a weekly expiry day. And almost 90-95% of the time, it was absolutely expiring there with dot point mismatch. Like with less than 1 point mismatch, it was expiring there. All the history is there.
So how did you get that data basically?
So there are two.
So you are a discretionary trader, right?
Yeah. So it was basically 2 types of expiries were there when Jane Street was manipulating the market. One is extremely high premium and extremely volatile. So those kind of days, it is very difficult. You can't make out anything. You just know that the market will be so volatile, you cannot do option selling and make money those days. That's the only thing you know.
Okay.
Second kind of day, opening itself, the premium subsides drastically. Like the volatile day, when the market opens, if the Nifty straddle premium is like 200 rupees, the non-volatile day, when the market opens within 5 minutes, the straddle premium will be like 40-50 rupees or 45 to 60 rupees. It will be that low. And from there, first 1 to 2 hours till 11:30, there will be some movement. And somewhere about the market location where it is at exactly 11:30, almost that range market hovers around for the rest of the day and expires that strike. If that strike is like 24,600, it will be within 1 or 2 points within that 24,600.
Okay.
It was on dot expiry.
Okay.
Same happens for Bank Nifty, same happens for Nifty, same for mid cap, Fin Nifty, everything. So I read it earlier and I kept on giving. Those days it was a surprise to the people. But later when the Jane Street was exposed, people realized how it was and it was public and people were talking about it.
Okay.
But even before that, way before that, I was calling it out in Telegram, which is there, the history even now. So I was
they are back in the market.
They are back in the market, but not that aggressive. So that we can read from the price action.
They'll have to be a little silent for some time.
Yes.
SEBI is watching them.
Yeah. But eventually, either Jane Street or some other manipulator, it will happen in the market.
Yes,
so
yes.
we have to live with it.
Yes.
That's the only thing. Wherever there is money, there will be manipulations.
So basically, what is your trading style all about?
Okay.
What do you do?
So in the market, in Indian market, when you look at the traders, the 99% of the traders or 95% of the traders, or you talk about the trading means option trading for the people. And in option trading means that is non-directional trading. That's how the people learned from the experts or trainers. And that's how people started trading in India. And that's how people are seeing the market or trading. But when I started trading, like I said, there was no trainer, there was no mentor. So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what is right and what is wrong. So what I was doing is I was reading extensively about the market. Like Market Wizard series books, I read multiple times. And Trading in the Zone. So such books help me to understand what the real traders are doing. They are riding the winners, cutting the losses short, and going directional rather than non-directional. All these things I understood.
Okay.
So I'm mostly doing the directional trading.
Okay.
And in directional trading, one thing is different in my trading compared to most other traders. That is the money management part.
Okay.
So for example, if I have 10 lakh capital, I usually keep about 1 lakh capital in my trading account.
Okay.
So usually most people say 1 to 2% is the amount you can risk in a trade. I agree to that. I risk little higher because I have little better accuracy.
Okay.
And also if I keep 10% of the capital in the trading account, I'm not going to risk everything at once. So the entire 10 lakh, entire 1 lakh or entire 10% of the capital I risk at times. Like when I see extremely good opportunity, I risk the entire 10% of the capital. Otherwise, I also go with a small amount. Like 10 lakh and 1 lakh I'm giving hypothetically. It will be a different number depending on what stage I am in. When I was a small trader, the amount was much lesser. When I raised my capital and when I grew as a trader, the amount may be higher.
Okay.
So I do that amount for the option selling and option buying. And normal days, if I don't see any opportunity, I do the iron condor. And when the iron condor goes wrong, I'll be the happiest person because that means there are some trading opportunity. I just cut the losses, I cut the iron condor, I go with the directional trade. Directional trade, if I see that it is a normal breakout or normal move, I go with the directional option selling. But certain situations when there is an aggressive move, anomaly in the market or any news related moves or extreme movement times, those times I go with the option buying and sometimes with the complete amount, deployable amount, I risk in the trade. So let's say with the 10 lakh capital, 1 lakh I'm deploying. And if one day I'm getting like maybe 50,000 profit, I withdraw the 50,000, keep that 1 lakh in the capital. Next day also, if I'm making maybe 10,000, I withdraw the 10,000, keep the 1 lakh in the account.
And what do you do with the rest of the money?
Rest of the money, it is lying in the bank account only.
Saving amounts.
I just put in the FD. People say you can do investing and you can pledge it. I don't do all of that. I just keep it simple. I don't have to think and process too many things. Just keep it in the bank account. Like money multiplier, FD is there. Whenever you want, you can take it and you can deposit it back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that kind of thing I do. And if I make, out of 1 lakh, if I make 20,000 loss today, tomorrow I backfill the 20,000 and keep 1 lakh constant. So I always try to trade with a constant capital. And whenever I have so much of backup, I increase the capital proportionately.
Okay.
So that's how my money management works.
Okay.
So that's really helping me to take the account to a different level and take the risk very confidently. Because even if the trade backfires, I know only this much I will lose. And that way, I can be confident even in a losing trade.
Okay.
So that's how I trade. And the second thing, the drawback I see in many discretionary traders is they don't understand the risk and they don't understand the reward also. Mostly people, what they do is they'll have an entry criteria. For taking a trade, they have a setup. But for exiting the trade, they don't have a setup. They have only one setup that is based on the P&L. So I take a trade. The normal people, what they do is they take a trade. Once they take the trade, they keep on looking at the P&L. If it goes to red, they get nervous. If it comes to the profit, they get nervous, thinking that the profit will vanish. I need to book it.
Right.
They don't know where to exit. And some people keep it as a risk-reward approach. They say, okay, in this trade, if I keep 2 rupees stop loss, I need to get at least 5 rupees. Or 4 rupees or whatever. They decide a number. Right. With that number, they keep the target. Sometimes it go to 4 rupees, 3 rupees and come back. Right. It goes into loss. Or they trail it. So what I do is, when I take a trade, I decide how much I can lose.
Okay.
And for losing that amount, like predominantly in option buying. Let's say I'm buying an option for 100 rupees. So when I look at it, I don't keep a stop loss at 90 rupees and all. Because that will get hit very frequently. But in worst case, if the market is extremely bad, if it is not an expiry day, it may go to like 50 or 40 rupees or even 30 rupees. So I calculate if it goes to that extent, how much money I'll be losing. So with that limit, keeping in mind, I take a trade. Okay. So I don't have to keep on worrying about a small fluctuation in the market and exit with small losses. So only in worst case scenario, I'll be losing little more. But that more loss will be much lower than the people who are losing tight stop loss because they keep on losing that. But I lose only once.
So you lose less.
Yeah.
You lose less times, but you lose big.
Yes.
But you also make big money.
Yes. And my exit criteria is similar to the entry criteria. I have a proper criteria within the system.
Okay.
Once, when I take the trade or before taking the trade itself, I decide on the risk reward. Not after taking. Because after taking, I know how much I can lose. Until that, I am fine. I leave it. And with regards to the reward or profit, market decides, not we. So market keeps on moving in my favor. I'll be so happy.
So you will be trailing.
I'll be adding more. If the market is moving in my favor and if it is giving further breakout, I'm ready to add more into the position.
So in loss, are you adding more or no, it's just in the profit?
Profit, yes.
So people do opposite.
Yeah.
When they lose, they add more.
Exactly.
When they are winning, they don't add.
Exactly. That's the biggest mistake.
Okay. So
for example, I'll give you one scenario. I can see many people, they keep on making money. Let's say the people who do averaging, mostly 10 out of 8 trades they win. 9th or 10th trade, when they lose the entire money they made in the 8 trades, plus additional money they lose.
Right.
Then they think that, okay, these 2 trades I lost. I did some mistake. I need to fix that mistake so that I can be a winner. But the mistake is not in that 2 trades. How you won in that 8 trades, that is also by doing a mistake. Right. That is why you succeeded in 8 trades out of 10. So you need to fix everything. You need to find a true edge. Other than averaging, you need to find a true edge. Only then you can win in the market. By averaging, you can increase your winning ratio. But end of the day, you will blow up everything. Okay. And I do the opposite. When I lose, I keep on losing small amount or break even or whatever. But when I win, I'll win big, real big. And many times I add to the winning position, it comes back and it becomes a loser. That also happened. Let's say I bought something at 100 rupees. Later it is at 150 rupees.
You added more.
I get a setup to add more into it. I add more into it. So when I add more into it, my break-even may be 125.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes below that and 120 or 115. When I exit, that winner is a 50% on the deployed capital. That becomes a loser.
So is there any exit criteria or just the price action or something like that?
Based on price action and the criteria that what I'm following, I have the exit also.
So can you share your setup?
Yes. Setup in the sense, I am a discretionary trader, so I don't have a proper system setup, but I have the criteria.
Okay.
I defined a lot of criteria into trading, and based on the criteria, I take a decision.
Okay.
It is not a discretionary trading. Doesn't mean that, okay, I go look at the market, okay, I'm buying now or I'm selling now. No. I have the criteria. When the criteria is met, I take the trade.
So how many criteria do you have a number, or you'll just tell us?
I have, if I look at my number of criteria, it will be like 15 to 20. But out of 15 to 20, so many are like overlapping.
Okay. So we'll see.
So
I can see your screen if you will just share.
I will share the screen.
Yes.
So I predominantly trade in Nifty now. When Bank Nifty stopped weekly expiries and Nifty continues with the weekly expiry, I'm mostly trading in Nifty only.
Okay.
So first thing, every day morning, what I do is I look at the monthly, I look at the weekly, and look at the daily chart. Okay. Just to understand. See, weekly chart and monthly chart, even if you don't look at every day, it is fine as long as you have everything registered in your mind. But as a practice, I do it every day. So here, if you look at the weekly chart in Nifty, it's a very bad structure. So you have a very big top at September 2024. From there, you had a very good correction. And from there, it bounced back. But unfortunately, that bounce could not clear the previous high.
Right.
So the structure is still bearish.
Right.
And after September, the structure still remain bearish. So we are not in a bull market now.
Okay.
We can't say we are in a bear market unless we break the low of April.
Yes.
So that means we are in a sideways or indecisive market mostly, but with bearish bias.
Okay.
And then I go to the daily chart. Okay, in the daily chart also, we had some kind of higher highs here. So during this time, it was good because it was a higher high, but not a strong trend.
Okay.
And then we have the correction phase.
Yes.
So right now, if you look at, we are in a correction phase. So how I see this market is, unless the market clear this high, it is mostly sell on rise market.
Okay.
And here, the market created a swing. It was a long trend, not a strong trend, but a long trend, long mild trend, downtrend. After that, it gave a bounce because of news and pullback and all. It gave a bounce, and I consider this as a swing created here.
Okay.
So this swing, I am yet to draw that. So this will be considered as a swing high now.
Okay.
And from there, it started correcting again. Monday, maybe because of the news, there could be a gap up. Probably it may or may not sustain. Next week, my personal expectation is that it can still come down. And from there, if this level is broken, I consider that it is one more little more bearish. So I'll be more aggressive on bear side.
Okay.
And this low is broken, I'll be very aggressive because on the weekly chart also it is breaking down.
Okay.
So based on weekly and daily chart, we are predominantly in a sell on rise market.
Okay.
So my trades will be more aggressive on the downside, less aggressive on the upside now.
Okay.
Because of these.
But you will
factors.
take both the sides.
I take both the sides because intraday trade chances, market can move either side intraday, right? Because even in downtrend, you can see so many green candles.
Okay.
So it can move up or down. But when it moves down, when I get the bearish setup, I'll be more aggressive. When I get the bullish setup, I'll be less aggressive.
Okay.
So that's how I trade.
So how do you decide your intraday setup?
So intraday setup also, here, when it comes to the 3 minutes chart is what I mostly check.
Okay.
Or in between I check 75 minutes. 75 minutes means in a day, there are like 6 or 15 minutes, right? You can divide that equally with the 75 minutes. If you consider hourly chart, 60 minutes, there'll be 15 minutes excess.
Okay.
But if you do 75 minutes, you can, it comes exactly fit. Day also exactly gets divided.
Okay.
So there is no complication. So mostly 75 minutes. Just to understand the structure only.
Okay.
75 minutes. and 15 minutes, 30 minutes, all these I check. So if you look at the 15 minutes, you get the swing low here.
Yes.
So when the market comes here, this line, I consider a bullish trade.
Okay.
So bullish trade, keeping this as a stop loss.
Okay.
Then I go to 3 minutes chart. On the 3 minutes chart, if this low is broken on the downside and sustain at least like 10-15 minutes without going up, then I will exit
the bullish trade.
Book loss on the bullish trade and I go short aggressively.
Okay.
So that is one setup. Second thing, here also, if it is a bullish trade, it will be mild trade because the predominant trend is bearish.
Okay.
But if it is a bearish breakout, a breakdown, it will be little aggressive trade because we are on a
the major trend is
trend
is bearish.
Predominant trend is bearish. So in a day, this is the predominant setup I do. And plus intraday. Intraday morning, we have the swings getting created, right?
Okay.
So each time when a swing is created, I mark it. And when that swing is broken, I go aggressive. Like morning, this fall was little big fall.
Okay.
It was so intense also.
Yeah.
And this is the first swing created here. After that, there is a swing created here.
Right.
But this was not a very strong swing. Plus, this is very close to the first one.
Yes.
If it was a little farther and it was like a sharp one, then I would have considered that.
Okay.
Next one also same. It was also not a strong one. So I kept this as the main swing. So imagine from here, if it comes here, very close to this, I keep this stop loss and I short it.
Very small stop loss, but you will short, yes.
And in case if it is breaking and staying above this, I book loss on the short trade and I go long here.
Okay.
Because morning there was a very aggressive selling and whatever swing created there, that swing is getting broken intraday itself. Then I will go long. And there is one problem with this kind of trade is sometimes or many times people get trapped on the false breakout. So I also have the same issue. There are many false breakout, I get trapped. To reduce the frequency of getting trapped in the false breakout, what I do is I look at how it is getting broken out.
Okay.
One thing is volume, one is the price action. The price action is, I'll show you in some place. I'll tell you first, if the breakout is happening with a small candle and it is a grinding move, I consider it as a very strong breakout, very likely to sustain and move up. But the problem is many times the move comes in a very, very big candle. Like it is coming to the breakout and it is giving a breakout of the one big candle.
Yes.
So that time what happens is mostly it fails. One or two follow-up candle immediately comes.
Means 90-degree candles doesn't sustain.
Okay. So sometimes I miss very big moves also. Sometimes very rarely such candles get follow up and it becomes so big. So those trades I miss, but mostly that kind of breakout I avoid.
Okay.
So if the breakout or breakdown comes in with very mild small candle with a grinding move, I take it. But if it is sudden breakout or sudden breakdown with big candle, I just skip it.
Okay.
And one more thing, open interest.
You don't short when after the big candle if it is turning down.
No, I don't chase the market.
You don't chase the market. Yeah. You just want to wait on your setup.
Correct.
Okay.
And another thing I combine with that setup is the open interest.
That's fine.
So
that's the biggest edge.
Yeah. So the another thing is open interest. So how I read open interest is most people, let's say in Nifty, if you see that here 24,900. If you see that 24,900 there is the highest OI or right. 25,100 is the highest OI, most people consider it as the resistance.
Yes.
Right. And if you see maybe 24,800 put option, huge OI, you consider it as a support. I also consider the same way. But there's a catch. The catch is, if you look at here in this option chain which I loaded here, you look at the 25,000 OI, 97,000. That is the highest OI in this put option chain.
Yeah.
So, and it is in the money. Yeah. And mostly market is keep on going down. So I don't see this as a support or a level that will come back. I consider this as a people who got trapped in the selling.
Yes.
Many people don't see that. And if you go to the Bank Nifty, current week option chain, interestingly, the highest open interest on any strike currently, Bank Nifty is currently trading at 55,149. And very interestingly, the highest open interest on any strike right now is at 57,000. If it is a start of the month, sometimes it happens. Like start of the month, you see that one far away strike has very high OI. Market usually goes there. But we are nearing the end of the month and the market keeps on moving up. And if you look at the put option open interest, 55,000, which is a very round number, 30,000 contracts. And 55,500, it's a round number, 27,000. And
56,000, 27 again.
57,000.
It has the highest.
It has 34,000 contracts. OI. So in
These
this
people are
situation, we can't say that it is a strong people. They will take the market there and all. It is not the logic. Here, these are like trapped people. And that means market has much more steam on the downside in this series itself is what I think.
Okay. So when you see people are trapped, you consider that market may not come there.
Yeah, I aggressively bet against them.
So market will keep on trapping them. Yes.
Correct.
The market will not give them a chance to exit.
Most of the time. Rarely they get, but most of the time. Especially intraday.
Okay.
Intraday sometimes very high OI. Most of the time it respect and it ranges within that range.
You can check this also on your Cons app. There's an app called Cons app. You can check. There is a feature called Trap.
Oh.
So there you can see call writer's trap or put writer's trap in any stock in any index.
Oh, okay.
You can check it out.
But I just use NSE.
That's fine. That's fine if you are working only in Nifty.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So this I combined with my chart setup.
Okay.
So this is a very simple thing. I don't use any indicator because indicators and all. When I started trading and when I was learning the indicators or technical analysis, I tried so many indicators. So what I did was when I was reading about one indicator, for example, RSI or MACD or moving average or whatever indicator, most of the momentum indicator, if you go and study what is behind the indicator, it's all same logic only. Same logic coded a different way with slight deviation. And that is giving us, it's all price action is a little organized.
Yes.
I'm not saying that indicators are bad, it is not working. No. It's all good. Indicators are good. It is working. It could work also. But if you can code that logic within you, you don't need to use the indicator. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Long run, it will help you.
Okay.
So I don't use the indicator, but all the logics are in my mind.
But I think indicators are for the visual.
Correct.
Means you are not betting against that trend.
Yes.
You can see visually what is right or what is wrong.
Yes. So when I use the swing high, swing low setup,
that's fine.
It's already factored in.
It's also visual.
It's also visual. We have two things. One is indicator and one is patterns.
Yes.
I use patterns.
Okay.
Like head and shoulder, cup and handle. All these are based on the same thing, like our swing high, swing low. But I use them a lot. Whenever that comes in, I like to use them.
Okay.
Because that is in line with my setup.
Okay.
So these are the small setup I use, but the success lies how much you trust your setup. That is one thing. People can have hundreds of setup, but if they don't trust their setup, it is not going to work. And if you trust your setup and you align your risk reward, you keep on following. Like in Market Wizard series, there is one Market Wizard saying, do more of what works and do less of what doesn't work. When you keep on doing the same thing, you will understand when it was working, when it is not working. If the same setup, like I said, when I trade the breakout, when I keep on doing that, I understood when it is big candle, it works very less time. When it is small candle and grinding move, it sustains more. Mm-hmm. And my exit criteria is also similar. Like I take a trade, for example, I take a long trade based on the breakout or something. I keep on holding the position until there is a there is a blast. Okay. If it is keep on moving like grinding moves, I won't do anything. I just keep on riding the position. When there is a blast, when the market is like moving suddenly and it is giving a blast, okay, that time the premium gains substantially and I just exit the position. Okay. That is the kind of exit criteria I have. Not based on the P&L. P&L I know how much I can lose. As long as I'm comfortable with the maximum loss, I'm fine. I don't track it at all. And profit also, I don't know how much I can gain.
Okay.
Market decides. Until my trades moves in my favor, I keep on holding it. And when that stops, I exit.
Okay.
So that's how I do. That's what I do.
So you are just using price action with your own mind. I can say it's a pure price action.
Yes.
So a lot of things that you have shared, which I really like, that you hold on to your profits.
Correct.
That is how you are winning in the market.
Yes.
Because when the market is moving in your favor, you don't see, okay, this is the profit I want to book, or is it the like risk reward ratio is like 1:2 or 1:3. It's if it is going in your favor, you are just trailing.
Yes.
So that is how you make the maximum profits.
Correct.
So that is very good. And also when you shared about psychology, trading psychology, that is what I really like. So I hope you got a lot of value from this video. We'll keep on recording these kind of podcasts so that you guys can become a better trader. Finally, you don't have anything paid subscription or any course. So that is very good. Like you are just making money out of trading only. So that is very, very good. And you are a genuine trader. That is what I can see from your PNL. Although you didn't share with the public, but I can see that he's doing fabulous. So keep learning, keep sharing this kind of videos so that people learn from actual traders, and subscribe this channel, click on the bell icon. You go self-made, and Jai Hind.